Good evening everyone, Julie here and welcome to my channel. In tonight's video we're going to be reading about the Presidents of the United States. This is a book that I got from Ollie's, written by Jody Shepard, and has each president. And I'm going to go through and read it. It's just an overview, very short, only a few minutes. I also use Google to find out a few more things. That way it would be more than 2 minutes on a video. And the reason I'm doing this is I like to learn. I like history, and it's a great refresher because if some of you are like me, there's been a couple presidents I'm like, who's that? I don't remember them, or I may remember their names and be like, I faintly remember their name, but I don't know anything about them. So I thought this would be a great refresher. So without further ado, let's get started. Tonight's president is the 9th president of the United States, William Henry Harrison. He was born February 9th, 1773 in Virginia. He served in 1841. His vice president was John Tyler. His wife was Anna, and he had 10 children, and he died in 1841. Harrison ran in the first modern presidential campaign in American history. His campaign used songs, posters, cartoons, and barbecues to get his message across to the voters. William Henry Harrison was a soldier on the U.S. frontier as a young man. He was the first representative in Congress from the Northwest Territory, most of today's Midwest United States. He passed laws that helped more settlers buy land out west. His inauguration speech was more than an hour and a half long. It was cold outside, and Harrison was not wearing either a coat or a hat. He caught a cold, then the cold turned into pneumonia, and just 32 days as president, after 32 days as president, he died. Did you know not only did one of Harrison's 48 grandchildren, Benjamin Harrison, become the 23rd president of the United States, but his father, also named Benjamin, was a signer of the Declaration of Independence. What a family! And that is him there. And then it's got one of his little cartoons for his campaign. So he was very unique. So now let's see what Google says. William Henry Harrison was the shortest presidency in the U.S. history. He also had the longest inauguration speech. He was the first president to die in office, which caused a brief constitutional crisis since president succession was not often fully defined in the Constitution. He was the last president that was born as a British subject. Most of the founding fathers, they were all from Britain. They all came over and to form a better union. And this is the last one that we're going through that will be a British subject. He was a son of Benjamin Harrison, the fifth, who was a U.S. founding father. He was also grandfather of Benjamin Harrison, the 23rd president of the United States. Harrison is remembered for his Indian treaties and also his innovative election campaign tactics. And it's saying that his campaigning was much like really brought forth the basis for the way that they do election tours and everything, the way they do things nowadays. His family was a prominent family, and he attended Hampton-Sydney College, and then he moved on and he studied medicine at the University of Pennsylvania. He lacked the funding to finish school. When his father died, his brother inherited the money. Now, when his mother later died, he was given some of the family land. I think it said about 3,000 acres. He asked Anne Tuthill Simmons' father for permission to marry her, and he said no. Her father said no. That has to be terrible feeling. So they waited for him to leave town on business and eloped. Could you imagine how angry her father was? He'd be furious. And he always, for many, many years, he said he's not going to amount to nothing. He's a loser. I don't know why you married him, but he later softened to his son and actually gave them land, not, where they could actually build a home. They had 10 children, which kept Anna in poor health. But she outlived her husband. She lived a good few years after he was gone. So that's a little bit about William Henry Harrison, or William Harvey. What is it? William Henry. Why am I William Henry? I can't get his name right tonight. He had some good skills. Would have been interesting to see what it would have turned out with if he would have been able to finish his presidency, but we'll never know. But that's it. That's a little bit about William Henry Harrison. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, do all the things that help get the videos out there. And make sure that you check out my library. We are doing the Bible recap. We're reading the Bible in a year in chronological order. I have Avon videos, Temu videos, child advocacy videos. We have travel videos. Of course, we have this series we're doing now, Presidents of the United States, 50 States of America, National Parks. Oh, am I missing? I know I'm missing some other ones, folks. I just love doing videos, and I love sharing, so you never know what I'm going to come up with. But again, thank you so much for watching. God bless you. Have a wonderful night, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.